Hello and welcome to my channel. It is March 23rd, 2021. As you can see from the title, gun control. That's right, it's not about saving lives. It's never been about saving lives. It's all about the control. But they're going to use these shootings to pull on the emotional strings. That's right, in the wake of the shooting, Senate renews efforts to overhaul U.S. gun laws. House passed legislation to establish universal background checks. Does not appear to have votes in the Senate. It's not clear what, if anything, can pass. That's right, Washington, on the heels of two mass shootings that have shocked the country. The Senate is once again weighing an overhaul of national gun laws with murky path ahead. Despite President Joe Biden's pleas to Tuesday, two House approved bills to close gaps in background check systems do not currently have the 60 votes needed to clear the Senate, according to the senators who have spoken with colleagues to gauge support. Democrats say that they're determined to act, seen as it's necessary to get some measure across the finish line while they control the White House and Congress. But getting 10 Republican senators to agree on any form of gun control, however popular or modest, will be tough. I don't think it's popular for you to go pass gun control that would actually make felons into law abiding citizens. We already have a background check. I do think it works wonders, but what they want to do is pretty much have a gun registry. And once you have a gun registry, you know where the guns are. And once you know where the guns are, you can start arresting people off of trumped up charges, being like, he beat his wife, so he's going to spend 5 years in prison. Guess what? As a felon, you no longer have rights to have an armed weapon, or at least a firearm. He's going to play these little tactics, and once again, they're going to whittle away at the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment is such an important amendment. I think the Universal Background Checks bill can get 60 votes, said Senator Chris Murphy. Yeah, whatever, I'm not reading this. Pretty much, there's going to be a ban on assault weapons, which is already banned. I don't know of a single assault weapon that you could purchase on the market, because an assault weapon is a fully automatic weapon or something that shoots more than one round at one time, as in the M4 and M16, which has a 3-round burst. So no, we don't need any laws to ban more weapons. We don't want to California the rest of the United States, where they have not a registry, but they have an approved gun list where you could only purchase guns that are on that list. In order to add more guns, you have to remove 2 or some crap like that. So this isn't about actually saving lives. This is about taking away rights of law-abiding citizens that enjoy the pastime of shooting paper targets or clay pigeons or even hunting. But it goes even farther than that. Because once you remove the armed civilians, the government has nobody to fear. So they're going to slowly take control. And once the Second Amendment is gone, the First Amendment, the Third Amendment, actually all the amendments, the Constitution is pretty much shredded, being used as rabbit bedding at that point, because that's how much it's going to be worth. You see, our founding fathers were very smart. They understood that a government that feared its people would be kept in check. It was part of the checks and balances that are being eroded over time. And it's both the Democrats and the Republicans that have pretty much eroded it. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. There is no logical reasons in how I feel this, other than the fact that the Second Amendment guarantees that I could have the right to bear arms. Now, of course, the Second Amendment is very, very tricky because it does say a well regulated militia and the right to bear arms shall not be infringed. It's the well regulated militia part, which is kind of throws a monkey wrench into everything. But however, the second part, the people's right to bear arms shall not be infringed. We could actually separate the two, which means that every gun law out there is infringing on the Second Amendment. Um, but yeah, that's how I feel. Unfortunately, as tragic as those two shootings were, hopefully the families that have lost their innocence and loved ones can get some type of closure. But more gun laws is not the answer. And as far as the gun rights people who says it was in a liberal city in Colorado that do not really have constitutional carry or is frowned upon, if there's more guys with guns, that would have not have happened. And I don't know. I don't know if that is a true statement. There is something to say when you think everyone is armed, you kind of think twice, but at the same time, it could have been something a little bit more dangerous because you have multiple people shooting and you don't actually know who's shooting at who or who the bad guy is, and it causes chaos. So I don't really buy that argument either. I am just going by the Constitution, what is written by our forefathers that had the foresight to understand that the government only takes rights, it does not give rights, and the Constitution and the Bill of Rights make sure that we have some rights as private citizens. And they've written that we are able to have arms, as in firearms, and the way I interpret it, military grade arms as well. But unfortunately, weapons of probably are a little bit more dangerous than they were back then. Although cannons were just as deadly as an AR-15 is, only because the projectile is so big and the velocity is going so quickly. Anyways, leave a comment down below what your thoughts are. Smash the like and subscribe button. But most importantly, make sure you contact your representative in the Senate to make sure that they do not vote for any bills that stripped our rights away. We must be vigilant. We must be united and tell Congress out of our dead, cold hands. And also, have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.